Hi, I'm Dan Ross, and I'm here at my Hypnosis Center in San Jose, and today I'm here to talk to you about healthy weight loss. Now, before we talk about the healthy weight loss, I want to talk about some unhealthy ways that people often lose weight. And one of the most common ones is through what we call extreme measures and yo-yo dieting. And what that means is going from whatever they're doing that caused them to gain the weight, which probably means low levels of activities and an overconsumption of calories, to all of a sudden cutting out all the calories, maybe going on to a highly restricted diet of 600, 800 calories a day, and then they all of a sudden start going to the gym and lifting weights in an extreme way and taking all these spin classes and running and doing all these things, which are not bad things, but when you go from one extreme to the other, that's not actually a natural way that works with our body. Because our body's metabolism starts to wonder what's going on, and it will start to adjust. And there's studies that have shown that actually the more that you do that yo-yo and gain and lose the weight, the harder it is for your metabolism to readjust. So I've had clients who've come in who have had as many as 30 weight loss and weight gains happen. So they've gained and lost 1,000 pounds, but 30 pounds at a time. So not really a natural way to go about it. Another sort of unnatural way to do it is through packaged meals, shakes, and other concoctions that are not natural. So, a lot of these supplements are not tested by the FDA, and who knows what sort of detrimental and side effects they could have with the chemicals inside of them. So all of that aside, there are natural ways to lose weight. And that is to, first of all, move from this extreme measures that people often do to just a more relaxed and easy fashion of losing it. Now, for the achievers out there, that might actually be really hard because they go all in. But the problem is it's often not sustainable. So we address that in our weight loss programs, which is to do it in a sustainable way and in a way where you don't feel like you're missing anything. And what's more natural than that than just making some small changes that, when added together, build up to the number of calories that you need to change in order to lose the weight and keep it off for life. And that's really what we're looking for. It's sort of like the difference between, an airplane that comes in for a steep angle and it comes in so steep that it may crash, which is often what people do with these extreme measures, is they're just not sustainable, to starting your descent far away from the airport and just coming in for a very smooth landing. And when people are done with my program, that's often what they report, is it feels like just coming in for a very smooth landing. They've naturally hit their target and they're doing it in a way where it's very sustainable. They don't feel like they're missing anything. They don't feel like they're restricted in any way. And so again, that's a natural way to have healthy weight loss. We also want it to feel good, because naturally you will do more of what feels good and less of what doesn't feel good. So we want to make it so it's fun, almost like a treasure hunt, right? To find some of the foods that actually taste good and feel good, and don't overburden your system with too much fat or sugar or things like that, right? Now, we're not saying you cut those things out, and we actually don't even use diets in the weight loss program here, because let's be honest, the first 3 letters of the word diet are DIE, and that's not something that we want to associate with losing weight. We want it to feel good, we want it to feel sustainable and natural, and to do it in a healthy way. If people are losing large amounts of weight, if you lose it in a more appropriate fashion, then your skin has time to actually naturally tighten up, so you don't have the loose skin folds often that can happen with people that, for example, may have had surgery or have lost it through some other extreme method. We also don't want to count on willpower, because that's not really a natural way of getting through things. I think we've all tried willpower for one thing or another, and it just doesn't work over time. It's sort of like holding your breath underwater. So we address all of these things, and we reinforce it with hypnosis, which is a naturally occurring state in people. If you've ever gotten really drawn into a story, whether it's a book or a good movie, and everything else is kind of faded away, that's often what hypnosis is reported to feel like for people. So again, naturally occurring states, healthy ways of doing it with no side effects. So to learn more, you can come in for a free hypnosis evaluation session, and in that session we will talk about your weight loss goals, talk about how hypnosis works in more detail, and then talk about what your options are to lose the weight and keep it off for life.